everybody. Today we are doing some holiday decorating with live greens or greenery. We're going to make a couple of swags that'll be hung out on a garage so they go a little bit more vertically. The last one we made was a horizontal swag to put over a door or mantelpiece or whatnot there. So today we're using boxwood and some Fraser fir and some berried juniper to do our swag, our garage swags. So I was very lucky this year and had a lot of boxwood on my boxwood, so I got to cut some large branches. Now this is usually unusual. You will not find this large of branching at the garden centers or florists where you're getting if you're buying some of your greens. You'll have longer stalks, so your swags might not be this big, but you can also use a base of the Fraser fir boughs or the concolor boughs. That'll also give you that base, and then you can put the things on top. But I was fortunate to have these big boxwoods. So starting out with a nice big branch, whatever your preference is, we're going to lay the Fraser down first. Again, you can use zip ties, you can use a lot of what you have on hand. The zip ties will be hidden if that's what you choose to use. Because of the size of these, I am gonna use a zip tie to get the original, to get the most of it together. Excuse me, and then the bow will easily cover this up. We will be decorating these. It's going to be a theme of silver and icicles, or a snowy kind of look. Because they're going to be up all season, I thought that would be appropriate. Both be holiday-like, but also seasonal. The next branch is the berried juniper. On top here, it's just a highlight and a little bit of an extra. And again, you can lay these all together. You could do them individually like this, whatever you feel, because being able to rearrange them sometimes is nice. And then you want to just snip off the zip tie. And that's it for the greens on that. What we're going to do is do the same thing quickly on this one, because then we'll have two of the same. And this time I'm just going to attach all of these together with one quick zip tie. We want to get our cedar in there. The other thing is then you can come back with the wire, green wire, and put the branches. If you need to tuck or move some of the branches around, you can certainly do that to group them together a little bit nicer. So one more zip tie here, and we have that one together. Again, these can be maneuvered down and worked around, whichever. So there's the other one. Okay. Now to decorate and get these all beautiful to hang up, I've made some silver bows, and then you can check out the how to make a bow video section that'll be on the website, also jodycook.com. And this is an 8-looped bow. We'll show you a couple different variations of that on the website. And bows are tricky, but they can be done. And the nice thing is that the length of this wire will also be used as our hook. As large as this looks, it actually is quite light, so you won't need a heavy support. These can also be just a single one, can be hung on a door, whichever you choose. One thing I like to do at the tip of because some of the branches show through, and actually you can see a little branching here, and what I'm going to do is move my Fraser over, but also once we get some decorations on. But top it with the bow. But the top here has some branches that are sticking out. So you could either snip that and just let the bow hide that, or you can make a topper, which would just be a little bit of the greens that you used or something different. And let's see, let's get a little cedar in here. So, and that can just be a mix of all of the things that you use. And then what you do is you take and you tuck these in and you hide that, and then it also gives you some green at the top. And I'm going to just add that with wire because it could be seen if we don't do it that way. It's the greatest thing is everything can be trimmed and tucked and taken off if it needs to be. For our decorations, I just have some silver balls. There's all sorts of things you can do out there. If you have old decorations that you haven't been using, pull them out. Use them up. You know, they're just sitting there. You don't have to go out and buy anything special. But if you do like to switch and do all sorts of themes, you can. So again, with the wire, because the wire is just a little bit easier to use, I'm going to wire some of these silver balls on here. And I've already kind of pre-wired these, so they will hang nicely. And the green wire won't be seen. And then these little icicles already have some hooks on them, so they're short enough, which is nice because then I can just wrap it around. And we'll see how these look with adding them. And then just take a branch here and there. You know, the stronger, the thicker, the better. And make them look like that the winter is here and the icicles are forming on things, and it'll like the light shine through, so it'll be kind of a neat accent to this silver themed. Oh, that one's not going to stay for me, is it? So let's get it up here a little higher. Okay. And okay, now let's see how that looks. And then you just maneuver things around, as you see. I'm going to add another one right over here, and to give a nice touch. Now the thing is there's some of this length that might not be suitable. If you do not like if you want it more uniformed, just kind of come in and make sure you snip it right underneath a leaf, so you don't have a big stalk. Oops. Don't have a big stalk going on that way. So again, you can play around, but I love how the silver brings out the blue, the grayish blue, silvery, and then the light will hit these during the day and really add. One thing to do is after you're all done is to fluff your bow. I always recommend a wired ribbon just because it's maneuverable and it's easier to start making your bows if you've never made a bow with a wire, and then you can kind of just really get these to stay in position. This is a thinner width, but the thicker width are nice too, and then you wouldn't have to use as many loops. Okay, so there's one, and we'll get the other one decorated up here. You could do this with gold, red and silver, red and gold, all sorts of stuff. You can find ribbons and decorations. Another great thing is after Christmas sales. Always find this stuff really reasonably priced out there. And again, you can trim and tuck. Always don't, the other thing is you don't want to forget a hook on the back of your swag. So you can either use a door hanger if you're putting it on a door, or then use nails on, if it's the garage or a wall. Okay, fluff our bow, put it all where we need it to be, and we'll put a topper on this other one and level it out. Oh. And then you will have two nice swags that can be decorated with. And look for some pictures. We'll show you them displayed on the garage for the holiday season. Thank you, and happy holidays from Naturally Jody. Have fun!